enjoyed huge success in the music industry, primarily from adolescents and young teens, although many older fans are just as enthusiastic. The group is preparing to kick off what they call the biggest tour on Earth next year. The outfits of the members of the group and special effects of their performance on stage are at times mesmerizing. Today I talked to Paul Stanley, who is the lead guitarist of the group, and asked him why the magnetism between the group and young people is so great.
And I think it's a lot more thrilling to know that there's a real Superman than to see something that's put together for movies. We're flesh and blood. I think we represent freedom, expression of your fantasies. We're like a dream. We're like the things that a lot of people think about but don't talk about. So we represent all of that to them.
What about some of the things that are done on stage? I understand your bass player, Gene Simmons, breathes fire and spits blood. What possible purpose could that have?
Entertainment. You know, I think part of the problem sometimes is that people tend to read into what we're doing and give it much more significance than is really meant.
It seems like it would be violence-inducing.
Well, I don't really see it that way. You know, the Three Stooges used to hit each other with hammers, and nobody complained about that. You know, I used to see Superman television shows where he would fly out the window. It didn't make me put a towel around my neck and jump out the window.
What about your music? Do you feel that you and the rest of the people in your group could stand on your music alone? No makeup, no gimmicks, no blood, no fire. Just a bunch of guys getting up there doing their thing.
We would be a different band, but it would work as heavy metal music. It would work as in the context that it was meant. I think most bands either have a gimmick, if you want to call it that, or a presentation. It's just that we've taken it much more to an extreme approach, you know, and to the limits than most people do. I mean, a band like the Eagles come out with a backdrop and trees and all kinds of things, so I think we must be doing something right because every other band is copying it at the moment.
But you think that you can stand on your own merit as musicians without these externals?
Absolutely. I think that was the purpose of the solo albums, was for each one of us to be able to create without the pressures of what people expect from Kiss. Kiss has a very set sound, which doesn't necessarily mean that that's all that any one of us is capable of.
What's the future for you and the other three guys in your group? This is not going to last forever, as they say. You know, the train will stop. What's the future?
Well, I own the train.
What happens when Kiss is no longer popular? Something else comes in, something else is it for that time.
That's what life is all about. I don't see that as a problem because each one of us is pretty diverse in what we're capable of doing. And I intend to continue as a musician, and I'm producing other acts already. And it just doesn't end here. You know, the day that we don't go out as Kiss anymore, we don't lock ourselves away in a house and cry.